And we back, the National Indoor Arena. I'm excited to be back at training.
That's not a good sign.
Starting off with some basics on pommel horse, just to get the body used to doing gymnastics again, because I had a little bit of a break. It wasn't too long, but it was a little bit of a break, but still need to work on them basics, of course. I also got new boxing wraps that I use for wrist supports over Christmas. They need a little bit of blood, sweat and chalk to wear them in. That's why I made them all chalky here, to make them a bit more grippy to my wrist so they're not slipping all over the place. But here's an interesting fact. These boxing wraps here that I wore at the Olympics and throughout most of my senior career were actually worn by my coach, Luke, in his gymnastics career, and he passed them down to me, so they're definitely smelly wrist supports, but I'll definitely box them up and keep them safe to look back on in the future. As you can see, I was having a lot of issues on pommel horse that day. It was my first day back after a couple of days off, and it was just taking a little bit longer to warm up my joints and muscles. My elbows and wrists were a little bit sore that day, but after a few goes, I got into the swing of things. Coach Carson has prescribed me 50 circles, 40 circles, 30 circles, 20 circles and 10 circles consecutive. This is to help my endurance on pommel horse. Thank you very much, Luke. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Incy spider. My neck muscles get really sore. I get really tired. I'm like struggling to keep my head still. And for floor basics, I shall just do basic tumbles. So tumbles that are similar to the actual skills in my routine, but just putting in one less twist and one less somersault. For this stuff is to like over rotate things. This stuff should be easy, that's why it's called basics. So the fact that I'm landed on my bum on that straight front when that skill is actually meant to be a full twist punch double front is not a good sign. So I need to switch that. That's why we're doing basics, so we can figure these things out. For anybody that doesn't watch gymnastics or any gymnast that doesn't use my terminology, when I say punch, it means that I'm rebounding immediately into another skill after doing one skill on floor. For example, the skill I'm doing there is a straight full twist forward, punch, straight front. Nice. Does it look nice?
Yeah, pretty juicy.
Me doing that straight front is the equivalent of front 1.5 because it's a B plus 0.1 connection bonus. It's such a step up like for the next connection bonus for it to be a double somersault. Yeah, you get a connection bonus for a straight front. Then to get 2/10 connection bonus is to do a double front out of that. It encourages more whip in the triple twists and It stops the whole twisting thing where people are doing like a tuck half, punch, triple twist backwards, but it's like turned, like it just takes all of that out because nobody's going to do it. These conversations that I'm having with Luke are about the new code of points. In gymnastics, after each Olympic cycle, the rules of gymnastics, the code of points, change ever so slightly. So in these conversations that I have with Luke, which probably just seems like I'm a rambling madman, it's actually myself and Luke figuring out why they maybe made these changes, how it's going to change my routines, and figuring out the best routine possible to do in this current code of points. So Luke has just sent me a text message there before training, and he says that I should document my training a little bit more, write things down and plan things. So right now, that's exactly what I'm doing. Before training, I'm going to set 15 minutes aside to plan, to write down thoughts, and then after training, I'll do the same thing. So whether that be in the gym, at my house, before and after training, it doesn't matter as long as I get them down on this page. So at the minute, I'm thinking through some floor routine structure, and I'm changing some of my thoughts as well because I'm getting to know this code, this new code of points a little bit better. I'm starting to get a bit of a better idea of what I'm wanting to do for this floor routine. There's some tumbles that I really want to focus in on, and that's what this planning aspect that really adds to my training, is I can zone in on my weaknesses, and then when I go to the gym, I know what I need to do. Thought for floor, for the connection bonus especially, is to do a 2.5 backwards, punch straight front, punch 1.5, and that is the ideal tumbling line that I want to do in my floor routine. So in preparation for that, in a warm-up I'm going to do straight front, punch 1.5, and that should replicate it pretty nicely. That's my first time doing 3.5 twists on floor in a long time, and I'm so happy that it seems that fresh. It's exactly how I wanted it to be. On the takeoff, I'm not hurting. On the landing, it's safe. It's there. A bit too close to the corner for my liking as well, so I could maybe just do shorter steps into it. I don't need that big of an effort into the 3.5, to be honest. It seemed like I was a bit too far back. That might be the reason, or I just completely changed it for that.
Before you were kind of landing like this, which is a bit more nice, but there, a bit like that.
What Luke was pointing out to me there was that I was changing my technique when I thought about adding on an extra somersault. This is very common in gymnastics. When you're thinking about an individual skill, it's much easier to do the skill correctly, but when you add something new on, like that punch front that I'm trying to do, my technique on the rebound ever so slightly changed, and that is why a coach is there to point those errors out for me to fix. What pommel did we call Ursula then? Then the two Spieth ones here are called Sandy and Serena. I haven't been on this old girl in a long time. I call her Clementine.
Aye, she's a good girl, man.
She is a good girl. He's a good girl. He's a good girl. I started circling on pommel there, and you can't actually see it in the camera, but I felt like it was really dark, and then I looked up, and these 3 lights out of the whole gym are just off in this area, so it makes this pommel area look really dark. But hey, it might be like that in a competition, so I may as well practice now. And just like that, 2021 is behind us. I had my last session of the year today and I gave it everything I could to then move over into 2022, which I am hoping is going to be the best year of my life. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. As always, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment letting me know what you think of the video and the content that I produce on this channel. I am still so new to YouTube and I really want to figure out what you guys want to see in the videos. That's why I really have been switching up some of the styles of the vlogs to see if you guys enjoy some styles better than others. But overall, it is still me and still my life that I'm sharing with you guys, just in a slightly different way. So if anybody has any suggestions, leave them in the comments and I will certainly be reading them. Anyway, I wish all of you a happy new year. I hope 2022 is the best year of your life. Make sure you stay positive, keep smiling, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace!